As you might know, I'm not a big fan of the government telling me what to do. Much less so when the law in question looks like it was scribbled on a napkin by a drunk Russian. Starting in the early 2000s, Russia decided to crack down on poppy seeds, or rather, the trace amounts of opium or codeine they might contain. And I do really mean trace amounts, such which are considered normal elsewhere. But in Russia, they don't mess around. Police! Aha! What is this? Poppy seeds. Filthy drug dealer. The whole panic peaked with many cases of Russian police busting down local bakeries and fining them for using poppy seeds with trace amounts of opium, even though the bakers simply used the store-bought poppy seeds which the Russian government itself approved and supplied. Speaking of things that shouldn't be banned, did you know magic mushrooms used to be legal in the United Kingdom? Before 2005, you were able to buy any amount of magic mushrooms as long as they were fresh and unprocessed, due to an oversight in the law. Of course, you could only sell them for decoration or as a collector's item, but that did not stop any buyers, as you could imagine. This practice is still widely used around the globe, with many drugs appearing in the so-called grey zone of the law. I myself used to be an avid collector of kratom. Lately though, I find myself a little bit allergic to kratom. Speaking of allergies, ever thought about traveling to Japan? You might want to reconsider if you're allergic. Korewananda. Some of the substances banned by Japanese law are commonly found in over-the-counter medicine to treat allergies or the common cold elsewhere. Staying on topic of travel advice, Singapore is one of those places where you should really double-check on all local laws. If you're lucky and didn't get caught at the airport, you would be wise to discard that chewing gum you brought. He's got a gum! In a country where weed is a death sentence, you really shouldn't be surprised that you can get a $100,000 fine for smuggling chewing gum, if you're lucky. Or you can prolong your vacation to 2 years in prison. Anyway, that's all I've got. See you next time.